Hey, Warrior Saints. Welcome to today's edition of our Crucifixional live stream. Glad to have you with us on this beautiful day. The sun is shining. It is bright. It is beautiful. It is a glorious day. So last night, my daughter decided she wasn't going to nap in the afternoon. So I got home and she was all over the place and she was just absolutely crazy. And I didn't know what to do because my wife had plans to go out with some of her girlfriends for dinner and she needed a mommy night out. And so I was going to be home with the kids and I did not know how this was going to go because, like I said, my daughter was everywhere. She was bouncing on all of the walls. And I really started to get angry, like annoyed. Like that idea Father Chris was talking about yesterday where people wanted vengeance and they want to get after people and they want to get. And I was like, well, I'm going to get my wife back. She went out. She left me with this crazy kid. I'm so frustrated. I'm going to... Then it hit me. That's not how we live. That's not how we act in our life. And our job is not to do that, because if I focus on that, I am going to have a long and miserable evening with this child. Instead, I sat with my daughter and I said, let's make a deal, Baba. You love the aquarium. If you behave, we're going to eat dinner, we're going to go sit on the potty, and then we're going to go to the aquarium. Okay. She behaved. She did everything she needed to do. The aquarium closed at 7. We finished dinner at approximately 6:02. I was like, all right, we'll get there. We'll have enough time to walk through the aquarium, give her a little bit of a break, give her a little bit of time to run around. She went to the bathroom. It took a little longer than it needed to. We ended up leaving the house at 6:30. And I said, Baba, I'm really sorry, but we might be late. And she said, no. And I said, we'll go. We got there 6:50. We walked through the aquarium in 9 minutes and it was beautiful. She was happy. She came outside. Her face was beaming. If I had gone to that darkness, all of that long rambling story with way too much detail to say this, if I had just gone to that dark place where I was going to get frustrated with my wife and just be angry and focus on that vengeance, then the whole evening was going to be dark. The whole evening was going to be clouded by that. When we seek vengeance, when we only focus on those things that are frustrating us and that are getting really angry, we are shrouded in darkness. But God calls us to be something better. God calls us to be beyond that. That's why instead of get Trump, we want to get God. We want to get God in our lives. Because God has sent us out, as we hear in the 49th chapter of the book of Isaiah, we hear the following. I will give you as a light to the nations, that my salvation may reach to the end of the earth. God has given us a clear task. We are called to be lights to the nations. We hear it in Matthew in the Sermon on the Mount. You are the light of the world. We are called to go out there and be beacons of light. But if we're so focused on vengeance, which he also tells us is his, vengeance is not ours. Vengeance is for him. We're called to be light, not shrouded in that darkness, going out and being beacons for the world so that they can get through things and they can have a beautiful time. And the face of my daughter, when I chose light over darkness, said everything. She was a joy, an absolute and utter joy to be around. She was just beaming with that joy and beaming with that light. And we want you to also beam with that joy. We want you to beam with that light that comes when we put God into our lives and replace the darkness with light. And we will help you do that because we're constantly fighting to do it. I was fighting to do it yesterday. I'm fighting to do it today. I will be fighting to do it tomorrow. And I want you to come along with me for this fight as we're fighting to be lights to the world. Join us, warriorsaints.org. In a world shrouded in darkness, you can go out and be a light. Join us, warriorsaints.org. Subscribe to The Way and the Warrior Saint. We're going to have this great plan for you. We've got all these tools, these tips, these tricks, all these things that you can do, that you can enact in your life right now to be a light to the world. So get on The Way of the Warrior Saint. Get out there as a light in the world shrouded by darkness. And until we see you tomorrow, you keep walking on the way of the Warrior Saint.